Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to the Bright Future Academy. So today's topic is most important in our chemistry. It's balancing chemical equations from the chapter Chemical Reactions and Equations. So let's start. So what is the need of balancing a chemical equation? Actually, a chemical equation needs to be balanced so that it follows the law of conservation of mass. So the law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. Also, the total mass of reactants is equal to the total mass of the products. Like both the sides, it should be balanced. A balanced chemical equation occurs when number of different atoms of elements in the reactant side is equal to that of product side. It will be difficult to understand with the help of a definition. So let us look at the examples. So here you can see one unbalanced equation and one balanced equation. So let's first have a look at the unbalanced equation. H2 plus O2 gives H2O. Here in this equation, H2 and O2 are reactants and H2O is the product. You can have a look at it. In the reactant side, we are having H2. And in the product side, it's also H2. So, the number of hydrogens are equal, right? We have 2 atoms of hydrogen in the reactant side as well as in the product side. But there is a difference in oxygen. There are 2 atoms of oxygen in the reactant side, but only 1 in the product side. So here comes the need of balancing an equation. That is why we are calling this equation an unbalanced equation. Now let's have a look at the balanced equation. How the equation has to be balanced. Now it's a hidden trial method. You need to apply different numbers to make the both sides same. So H2 plus O2 gives H2O. Now here we have put 2 with H2 and 2 with water. So now you can see that the equation is balanced as we have 4 hydrogens in the reactant side, 4 in the product side, 2 oxygen in the reactant side and 2 oxygens in the product side. As this 2 with water is multiplying with hydrogen as well as with oxygen. So hope it was easy for you to understand. Now let us look at some more examples. Now this one is an unbalanced equation. Fe plus CuSO4 gives FeSO4 plus Cu. Now the notations S represents solid, Aq represents aqueous. Aqueous means the dissolution of that element in water. That salt in water is known as aqueous solution. Similarly, there are more notations like L. L is for liquid and G for gas. So now let's come to the point. Unbalanced equation. So here you can see we have Fe, 1 Fe in the reactant side, 1 in the product side in FeSO4. Cu, 1 in the reactant side in CuSO4 and Cu, 1 in the product side. S, sulfur, 1 in the reactant side in CuSO4 and S, sulfur, 1 in the reactant product side in FeSO4. Oxygen, 4 in the reactant side and 4 in the product side. So this equation is totally balanced as there are equal number of reactants and products on both the sides. Now let's discuss some very important examples direct from your NCERT. Now here are some examples. You can have a look. Mg plus O2 gives MgO. Now magnesium is balanced but oxygen is not. We are having 2 oxygen in the reactant and only 1 in the product side. So it needs to be balanced. That is why we have put 2 with Mg. And now Mg is also balanced and O is also balanced in the product side. Similarly, there are more examples. You can have a look at it. And one important thing is that 2 with Mg is and 2 with MGO is representing a coefficient. 2 here is a coefficient. You must have studied this in maths, what are coefficients and variables. Hope it was easy to understand. Uh, there are some important questions from this chapter which have been asked in board exams and which will definitely be there in your board exam paper as well as in your school unit test and half yearlies. The link is given in the description box. You can definitely go and check the link. Also, there is one highly recommended book, that is you should like practice each and everything from that book. It's an awesome book, and I can assure that 80% of your paper will be from that book because it's totally based on NCERT. I hope you like this video. If you have any problem, do mention in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.